Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. My name is Lynn, and today I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to play along with KCC 21, but in an unconventional way because KCC 21 is designed to smash your 6x6 papers, but today I'm going to use solid color cardstock. So I showed some pieces that I've already cut, but in my video today, I actually want to complete two cards just so that you can see how to play along, but without any pattern paper at all. Because if you're anything like me, picking the pattern paper might be the thing that is the hardest part. And if you have always wanted to play along, maybe you don't even have a lot of pattern paper, or maybe you struggle with choosing pattern papers like I do, perhaps the easiest way to get started is to just use whatever cardstock you have, including just plain old solid color cardstock. So I'm doing sketch number 13 here, and I'm cheating and I'm making it even easier because where you see color in the sketch, that is originally meant to have been cut from your 6x6 paper. So really this sketch would have had two pieces of pattern paper where the green strips are. That would have been two pieces of the same pattern paper, and then there would be a second pattern paper strip in the center represented in purple. And with what that purple strip, whatever cards or whatever pattern paper you would have chosen there, you're meant to also cut a little banner flag from that same pattern paper. And if you play along, you have a cutting guide that shows you exactly how to cut down your 6x6 pattern papers to have all of these pieces. But I feel like if you're brand new to KCC, you've never played along with Kendra's card challenge, maybe start here because the sketches give you all of the measurements for each and every piece. I'm even making it easier, and instead of two pieces of that green strip, I've just put down one large layer of 4x5 1/4 in yellow. And I'm just going to have that represent what would have been two pieces of pattern paper. And I cut out of red cardstock the same dimensions that are represented by that purple strip through the middle. And so it's as easy as that to play along. And by using solid color cardstocks, it also gives you this really clean lines. And it has that sort of color blocking effect of just everything looking very clean and simple. And it also allows your sentiment and your focal image to really shine because the solid color cardstock isn't adding a lot of, pattern or visual noise. And so with cute images like the fun little cubs that I have here, I think the solid colors really just make it, so that you can focus on these images, which, by the way, this is, if you're watching this before March 1st, this is a little bit of a sneaky peek. Be on the lookout because I am going to make this printable available early, and there will be ways to get it for free if you want to support Cards for Cubs. In the month of March, Cards for Cubs is taking handmade card donations. And so if you want to make birthday cards or encouragement cards to donate to foster care agencies who will then give your cards to kids and young adults who are in the foster care system, consider checking out cardsforcubs.org. On March 2nd, I've got a 12-hour card making live stream hop marathon where you can join us, make some cards, and have some fun. And these printables, usually I put out 2 collections a month, an easy card making kit and an easy postage printable. And this month, both of my collections, or I should say next month, in March, both of my collections are designed for Cards for Cubs, and they feature birthday sentiments and encouragement sentiments to make it really easy if you would like to make a lot of cards for to donate. You're gonna have a lot of pattern papers, focal images, and sentiments to create a lot of cards really fast. And so this is just a little sneaky peek at the easy card making kit. The sentiment comes from the kit, and these cute little cubs are also from the easy card making kit. Now, this sketch that I'm working on here is sketch number 15, and as you can see in the original sketch, there actually really isn't a lot of pattern paper in the original sketch itself. It's just those 2 purple strips. And how easy is that to just substitute solid color cardstock? I don't think it takes anything away from this sketch for it to just be solid color cardstock instead of being pattern papers. And you can save yourself, if you're anything like me, the stress and anxiety of picking pattern papers that go well together and that will look good in the the size, the shape, the orientation that those pieces will ultimately find themselves on the final card. And it can be hard to do that up front. And so if you've always wanted to play along with Kendra's Card Challenge, or if you struggle with picking pattern papers that you're happy with at the end of the day, maybe try to play along with some solid color cardstock, because I think the cards are really beautiful. They have nice clean lines and they look simple, but they look, lovely. And also, these are going to be pretty easy mailers if you use something like what I used, some low profile foam, which is what I use to kind of prop up the focal images with. And so you can still add, a little bit of bling, a little bit of foam just to elevate the card a little bit. But I don't think it takes anything away from these cards to make them with solid color cardstock. And I don't know why, but in my stash, I tend to end up with a lot more solid color cardstock scraps than I do pattern paper scraps. I feel like once I cut into a sheet of pattern paper, I try to use it all up right then and there. But my solid color cardstock, I just have piles and piles of scraps. So this might be a great way to do some scrap busting of your solid color cardstocks as well. Thanks for checking out my video today. I'm going to leave links to everything in the description box below. And I hope you play along with KCC and maybe try something different and play along with solid color cardstocks instead of pattern paper. Thanks again, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.